A federal election is an incredibly complex event and it involves a lot of planning from the AEC. A big part of that planning is actually selecting the locations where you'll cast your physical vote, like this polling place in Murrumbateman, New South Wales. We'll have hundreds of early voting centres ahead of the election and then thousands of polling places on the day itself. Plus we'll have things like mobile voting teams travelling all over the country to help people who can't get to one of those places. Like everything else, the AEC relies on the numbers when it comes to selecting polling places. One of the biggest things that we look at is how many people voted at a polling place at the last federal election. We'll also look at demographic changes in a region between the last federal election and this one. We work with the Bureau of Statistics to get some more up-to-date data on things like regional shift in population. There's a lot of competing priorities when it comes to selecting polling places. A really important one is availability. It's important to remember that we might only have 5 weeks from the issuing of writs to polling day itself, which means we've got to secure thousands of sites in that time. That makes it really important to make sure the sites we do select hit the right balance in terms of things like accessibility, so that people with all sorts of requirements can get there and cast their votes, and security, so that we can make sure your ballot papers are protected. We also consider things like nearby amenities and parking to make it as convenient as possible for you on the day.
Authorised by the Electoral Commissioner, Canberra.